Hey, ladies and gents, it's your girl Felicia coming at you with another video. And this month is like a special month. I was waiting on this month in particular to come up because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, I wanted to go over a small story talking about what happened in July, August-ish. And it's been a journey because I was having a challenge with um, a lump in my breast, and I had it for about 2 or 3 years now. And I didn't realize it until I was taking a shower one day, and once I felt it, I was like shocked. I was thinking of the worst possible thing. I was like, man, and it was like something that wasn't normal, you know? And so days I wouldn't really tell anybody about it. I mean, I told my close friend and my godfather, but it took me about a good almost half a year to tell them because it's something that's so personal. But I wanted to share the story with you guys because I thought that it would probably encourage you all or those who are, dealing with this, just to hear my story out and just encourage you guys to go get it checked out because when I got mine checked out, it was a very nerve wracking process. Oh my God, I can't even fathom to tell you guys. It was just very nerve wracking. And luckily, my boyfriend was there for support, and as well as my church members, they were very supportive. And I told them, when I told them what was going on, and they told me the steps of how to do it, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And so I went through the steps. It wasn't like when I first told my church members about it that I got right onto it. I mean, I tried to make a few calls, but I was like really procrastinating it. But the more I procrastinated, the more I worried about it. So I just went out on a limb and just went and made my appointment. So I made my appointment, and at the time I was looking rough. I know I was looking real rough. But I made my appointment. The dates came up. I surely did get a phone call, like I think a good week or a few days before the appointment, and I went in and they checked it out the first day, and I was recording some parts, and then in the middle of this video, you might see some little scenes of me just being there, and just the process. It was just a little nerve wracking. First, I went there. The doctor had to check and see if everything was okay, and check to see if it really is something, and it was. And so the great thing about it is that being 21 and being young, they can probably track it and see what it is early. The older you are, the more difficult it is for them to probably take care of it or see what it is. But they said it was definitely something they needed to take sample of. So I'm like, samples? They gonna cut pieces? And then so I went back for the next appointment, and they had to take an ultrasound of it. Now, ultrasound is just the same thing was with a regular pregnancy ultrasound. You go and you see the little baby in this ultrasound picture and everything, but it was like that for my breast, and so I saw the lump there, and it looked pretty big on the picture. It was kind of crazy. I was like, I never noticed it being that big. So the third time when I went back, um, basically I went in there and I was really, really nervous because I had to get into a gown. I went in there and I met with like 4 or 5 doctors, and the more I was getting closer to them actually taking the sample, the more nervous I got. I saw people that were in the waiting room, And I felt like I was the youngest, and I felt so bad because I was like, man, what if I have cancer and I'm this young? And it's like pamphlets all around the room to tell you what's what is cancer, what does it do, or symptoms and stuff like that. I went into the room. The lights were dim, and they told me to they checked and see if it was still there just as before. And I met like three, four doctors, like I'm two nurses and a doctor. They had to each check in to make sure that it is what it is. It is a lump in my breast, and I had to tell them what exactly they were going to be doing. They know that I know what's going on, and so when they took the samples, first they numbed it, the area, so I couldn't feel anything, and of course, I couldn't. But when I was looking at the ultrasound, they had the ultrasound up. I'm looking at the needle going through, like, oh, that's disgusting and it looks painful. But they did like 4 or 5 samples and I couldn't feel it. And they taped down afterwards, and they said that I couldn't really carry anything heavy or anything. I had to leave the tape on there for a few days. And it's just a small scar, nothing too big. And I couldn't feel anything at all. And so when the results came back, I got my results back, and I was waiting in the room. They had me waiting in the room for a long, long time. And I got my results back, and the test of me having cancer was benign. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Jesus. I couldn't. Ooh, oh my goodness. Yeah. Because the whole process is like, what if I do have it? What if this gonna like if I do have it, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna like you think about a lot of bad stuff. I mean, I had to stop doing it, but I really do think about a lot of bad stuff. So she told me it was benign, and I have to see her. I think 6 months later, just to check up on it. And if it gets bigger than the actual size, then they would have to remove it. If not, then they don't have to remove it. My personal experience with my lump is that I can start feeling the pressure, like the pain from it. And it's not really, really painful, but I can feel it mostly when I'm having my cycle or when I drink alcohol. And I never drink alcohol ever, even when I'm just drinking a little bit. I wouldn't feel it as much, but if I drink a lot, I'll feel it then. But however, I don't drink like that. So whenever I have my cycle, I can feel it a little bit. And seems like when I work out, it gets smaller, which is weird. And I told the doctor that. She was like, that's quite interesting. But I think it's different for everybody, how people bodies functions differently. So it was basically breast tissue. I don't know the name of it. Jeez, I feel terrible for not knowing the name. I'm gonna put it in the description or something. But yeah, it was benign. It was not cancerous. It was just some breast tissue. So this story is just to encourage those young and older women and males to actually go get checked out, whether it's just breast tissue or something wrong with your breast or anything. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I really want you all to just take it upon yourself to take care of your own body, because you want to make sure that it's healthy and you able to, so you can be able to see your kids, see your family, to see them smile, to see them graduate, just to actually live longer. Just take care of your body, eat healthy, exercise, and do whatever you can to just stay healthy. um Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe And I hope you guys like my hair. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and also like my Facebook page. And also go check me out on Instagram if you're on there. I would definitely follow you guys back. Bye.